NCP party stalwart Sharad Pawar has talked about a possible reshaping of the opposition after the 2024 elections. He has said that in the next couple of years, several regional parties will associate more closely with the Congress, or they may look at the option of merging with the Congress if they believe that it's best for their party. This, he says, is possible as it is difficult to adjust or digest Narendra Modi. Now, with Sharad Pawar hinting at the possibility of all parties coming together, the opposition coming together, will we say that the breakaway factions of the Congress are coming back? To talk about this, I have with me today in the News9 Plus show Banuchandar, Nagarajan, Jayant, Mainkar, my colleague Kiran Tare, and of course my colleague Brijesh Pandey here with me in the News9 Plus studio. Brijesh, start by breaking this down for us. Sharad Pawar talking about the Congress coming together. He's said this a number of times in the past, but the timing of this is really interesting.
Well, I think, what Sharad Pawar is hinting at is that, if situation doesn't turn out the way he's expecting,
right,
then there's a possibility that NCP Sharad Pawar might merge with the Congress, and if he's able to strike a good deal for his daughter Supriya Sule, get her a prominent position in the politics of Maharashtra, then that would be a curtains for a well-played innings. But I would like to believe that if situation doesn't turn out that way, if NCP goes on to win important enough number of seats to throw in their muscle and all. And if Supriya Sule wins Baramati, then it will be a completely different Sharad Pawar we will see once the results are out on the 4th of June.
Sharad Pawar always with a plan B ready just before the elections. And Kiran, break down for us this point that Sharad Pawar made about the future of the opposition post the June. Is this family planning, as Brijesh seems to indicate, that he's carving a path out for Supriya Sule?
Yes, of course, it's more than a family matter rather than a political matter. I remember Sharad Pawar's interview, which I had taken several years back, and that time he had said that Congress is the need of the hour, and the country cannot go without Congress. Congress Mukta Bharat cannot be a reality. So the country needs it. He had said it very clearly, but this time Pawar he has kept an option open in case the NCP is disseminated in Maharashtra, because NCP has already lost its MLAs. If they are not going to win enough seats in the parliamentary elections as well, then there is an option B that could be merger with the Congress and secure Supriya Sule's future to some extent. Because it's not the case that if Sharad Pawar wants to merge with the Congress, Congress should show the big heart to accommodate Pawar and Supriya at the same position. I don't think Congress is in that mood, because even if Pawar and his family joins the Congress, they will not be in the top rank leaders. They will have to play the second fiddle to the state leaders in the state.
They have to play second fiddle to the Gandhi family, of course, in the Congress. But Banuchandar, Nagarajan, this point keeps coming up every now and then, especially with when it's raised by Sharad Pawar, the fact that there could be at some point a Ghar-Waapsi of all the factions that have left the Congress, the INC, over the last couple of decades. Do you see this happening, possibly if the results go otherwise post-June? All of the factions that left the Congress party over the last 2 decades, the TMC, the YSRCP, all of them coming back into the INC.
Let's look at the big picture, Sandeep. In political theory, there is a concept called median voter theorem. It says that most of the voters are towards the center, and there are extremist voters in the right and left. They are like a normal distribution curve. And the political party that is closest to the median, that is the one that usually wins. On the right of that curve is the BJP. On the left, things are alright, things are missing, and Congress is moving slowly towards the extreme left, as we can see from this campaign. So what Sharad Pawar is hinting is that there needs to be a pole for the left of center, and it doesn't come to a coalition. The EB alliance has been a failure because of coordination issue. So what he's hinting is that there needs to be a pole for the left of center, and it has to be come from the Congress. And for that to happen, all the breakaway factions of the Congress, erstwhile Congress, should come together. So he says it in a very folksy manner, but I think this is the fundamental thinking behind it. Couple of points on this. Ideologically, this makes sense, but what about the other two of the troika, which is basically organization and leadership, Organization of the Congress and many of the regional parties are in takers. How they will whether they will accept or not towards this coalition is something that we have to see. Last point on leadership.
Yes.
Leadership is very ephemeral. Okay, to quote Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones, it's
right.
Even a small man can cast a long shadow, right?
Yes.
And it is very time-based. So we have to see how leadership evolves over the next 5 years. But the other two factors are theoretically there for this to happen. Whether it actually happens or not is something we have to wait and see.
Yeah, Jayant, this point that Banuchandar made, that fact that the Congress, the NCP is playing for the Congress to be that left of center pole around which the entire opposition could coalesce. You see that happening post June, the 4th of June, if the elections results, follow the trajectory that everyone believes it will, that Prime Minister Modi could return for a third term. What's your take on this?
Let's take this issue, particularly in Sharad Pawar's statement, in a bit different way, the way I want it. It's very simple for me. It's because Sharad Pawar is now octogenarian. He's 84.
Right.
His health is not well.
Yes.
And he had to take rest yesterday from
Yes.
the campaign. That is more important.
Right.
And that too from the daughter's campaign.
Yes.
And now what all he wants, like every Indian politician,
Yes.
like every regional satrap, and right from the Congress stalwart of Nehru Gandhi clan,
Yes.
what he wants, that his daughter should be at least the chief minister of Maharashtra.
Right.
Now at the same time, take what is Congress? Congress is leaderless currently.
Yes.
Ashok Chavan has left. Prithviraj Chavan is another octogenarian. He is
Right.
around 79. He
Yes.
has already said, I will not contest again the elections.
Right.
And there is a big vacuum of top leadership for the post of chief minister, even in Congress.
Even in the Congress,
As per-
yes.
Yes. As per I know, Vijay Wadettiwar and Nana Patole are not acceptable even to the rest of Congress because of their own approach, and there is a lot of dissent even
Right.
about Mr. Nana Patole also.
Right.
At this time when Congress is in need, and even Sharad Pawar is in need because he is seeing his days are numbered. Very simple logic.
Yes.
When both are in need, there can be the merger.
Right.
In
Absolutely.
Mamta's case,
Yes.
in Mamta's case, merger cannot be because Mamta is riding the horse in Bengal.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
Mamta will not come because she doesn't need, though Rahul may need.
Right.
Here,
Right.
here the point is this: in Maharashtra, if a woman, that too from the politically dominant Maratha caste,
Yes.
having relationship with Thackeray, because Supriya married with Sule,
Yes.
who is the relative of Thackeray. So having relationship with Thackeray, a
Yes.
woman, that too Maratha and Pawar clan at a time, if
Yes.
Rahul is getting all three things in the platter,
Right.
then he may ignore the insult that Pawar did with his mother Sonia.
In 1999, 25 years back, when he broke away. But Jayant, important point there that you brought about the regional parties. And in fact, Brijesh, let's play up that graphic that we have on the Breakaway Congress factions as they are in the Lok Sabha today and the number of seats that they make up. That's an interesting tally there. There are 52 seats of the INC and there are almost 50 seats of all the Breakaway Congress factions, and the most powerful of them, of course, being the YSRCP and the Trinamool Congress. Brijesh, what would be the bait that would bring the YSRCP and Mamata Banerjee back into the Congress? Is there
nothing,
even
there's absolutely no
nothing
bait.
the Congress can offer them?
There's absolutely no bait, Sandeep, because Mamata Banerjee, even if she loses couple of more seats or 3-4 more seats in the general election, she still is the most powerful party when it comes to assembly election.
Right.
So nobody is discounting or counting her off as far as the assembly election in West Bengal is concerned.
Right.
Same is the case with YSRCP. YSRCP has to be literally, be down in the dump for him to start imagining a situation where he can actually go back to Congress party. See, any kind of negotiation is fruitful when it is done from a position of strength.
That's right.
The reason why Sharad Pawar has floated this idea that, all the regional parties have to gravitate towards Congress is basically he's masking the real thing, which is his own party.
His own
and,
party
even
and
his own
political
party,
survival.
if he gets, 30-40% of the number of seats which he's fighting, it'll be a completely different Sharad Pawar.
Right.
And, for him to expect Congress to show big heart.
Yes.
You know, when the Congress was going hammer and tongs against Adani and all, and therein pops a picture where, you know, Sharad Pawar is standing there next with Adani.
Yes.
How, and you know what the gentleman was talking about, you know, how they raise the foreign origin of Sonia Gandhi and walk away. For them to expect Congress to show big heart is like, you know, shooting in the dark. I don't expect Congress to do
shooting in the dark, but Sharad Pawar has been there before, Brijesh. You remember in 78 he left and he became chief minister at the age of ripe old age of 38. He was the youngest chief minister, I believe, in the country at that time. And then he came back into the Congress.
No, but the situation has completely changed, Sandeep. You know, from that politics to today's politics, you know, the Congress is still grappling for its own survival.
Yes.
We don't know whether they are going to win 55 or they're going to be further reduced
less
to 45.
Than 55.
So, I'm just saying that, you know, originally you gravitate to a party which is the totem pole of the opposition, which is like, you know, you have 110 seats and you feel like, you know, I may go and form an alliance and all so that at least my security is guaranteed.
Yes.
On 4th of June, nobody envisages that kind of scenario. If YSR CP or Mamata Banerjee wins 20 Lok Sabha seats, why on earth would they want to play second fiddle to Rahul Gandhi?
So they would absolutely, there's nothing that the Congress offers in its present form to any of these parties.
Absolutely.
And very clearly what Sharad Pawar is doing is something for his own family and his own political survival, it looks like. The plan B that Sharad Pawar famously keeps by his side. But thank you very much, Brijesh, my guests, Banuchandar Nagarajan and Jayant Mainkar, and of course Kiran Tare from Mumbai, for throwing light on the Congress Ghar-Waapsi, as Sharad Pawar seems to have put out once again. And it seems to be an artful Maratha politician putting out another plan B for his political survival post the 6th of June. But that's a story we'll be tracking again very closely, because with Sharad Pawar, there are always surprises in store.
Streaming on News9 Plus. News is now content. Subscribe and get free vouchers.